Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, then hello, my name is Marina. I post 2 beauty related videos a week, so if that sounds like something that interests you, then please don't forget to hit subscribe and let's be friends. I'll leave my Instagram up here. If you want to give me a follow, that's cool. So in today's video, this is going to be a full coverage, acne covering, scar covering, drugstore routine. So basically I used to suffer with, not really bad, but I used to have acne, and now it has left me with a lot of scarring on my cheek area, my chin and my forehead. I do occasionally still get acne breakouts. But I have now found like a skincare routine which really helps calm my skin down, and if you want to see that video then just leave me a comment down below and I can go through all the products that have really helped my skin. I've got a little bit of a blemish here at the moment, but I think my skin looks pretty like flawless at the moment, considering I have got the bad scarring, which when we get into it I'll show you my bare face. You can see all my imperfections, my discoloration on the lids, but I just want to show you that you can get a nice full coverage base and it can cover all the imperfections, and this is all drugstore, so it's affordable as well. I might do a high-end version of this if you are also interested, but I really wanted to do drugstore because I feel like a lot of teenagers as well, you're going through hormonal breakouts and you might just want advice, and not everyone can afford high-end, so I thought I'd keep it all drugstore and show you that this is achievable. And this is the longest intro in the world. I'm really sorry. I'm going to be quiet and we are going to get straight into the video. Thank you so much for watching. So first of all, we want to add a little bit of primer. You can use whatever primer you like. I'm just going to be using the PS Beauty Primer Water. Now I have put in here the NYX Holographic Loose Pigment Highlighter, and it's just going to give it a little bit more of a glow, but I'm just going to spritz this on my skin, and that's just going to give us a nice hydrating base to work with, because a lot of the products I'm using today are matte. So first of all, we are going to start off with foundation, but I'm just going to zoom in a little bit and just show you my skin. So I've got really bad acne scarring here and here. So I'm going to show you how we can cover this up. So yeah, because when I had acne, I used to really get upset about it, and it is horrible when you feel like you can't cover it up, you can't feel nice. So yeah, hopefully this will help you. So firstly we're going to start off with foundation. Now I have got 2 options here. The one ideally I would like to use is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. However, my pump is completely broken and I can't pump any product out, and this bit, the black bit, doesn't come off. So ideally I would be using this foundation, but obviously it doesn't work and it's locked down, so I can't get it changed at the moment. So an alternative I'll be using is the Maybelline Super Stay 24-hour full coverage foundation, and I'm in the shade Warm Sun. This shade is a little bit dark for me, so just keep that in mind. Now the best brush to use is going to be a kabuki brush, ideally with a flat top like so. This is the Spectrum B01 or something like the Real Techniques 301. Anything with a flat top, I personally find, if you do have acne or blemishes, is going to work better. And I like to spray my brush with my setting spray because I find that it really helps to work the foundation into the skin, and it just helps to spread the product a little bit further. So I'm just going to pump 2 pumps of the foundation on my hand. Now I either pick it up with my finger and pop little dots on the face, which I probably will do, or I just pick it up directly with the brush and put it on. If I just do half, I should have picked the bad half first. the worst half, should I say. If I just do half of my face to begin with, just so you can see what difference it makes. I'm just going to pop my hair to the back for now. So with the foundation brush, you don't just want to brush like so. You actually want to tap the foundation into the skin. So what this is going to do is it's just going to help it like lay on the skin, but it just gives a really nice decent coverage. And I mean, if you've got acne or blemishes or uneven skin tone, you do really want to, and you want like a full coverage finish. Oh, look at my eye. Whoa, my eye looks sore. Yeah, sorry, going off track here. You do want to pat it into the skin. This is going to give the most coverage, and I would definitely recommend using a brush rather than a beauty sponge. I find the sponges do not give a good coverage at all. So yeah, definitely get yourself a nice flat top kabuki brush and start to just pat it. I'm literally just patting at this point, and we can blend afterwards, but so that's given us a really nice amount of coverage. You can see a little bit there, but you see the difference. And then I'll just show you what I would do. I would just pick up some of the product on the brush and then just dot that around the face, and then go ahead and start to tap this in also. And then if you see any spots that aren't blended, then you can go ahead and do a little circular buffing motion, but for the majority you literally only want to tap. So I am just going to put a tiny bit more just on my areas that I pointed out before. The forehead's covered fine, but just on the cheek area I'm just going to do like a tiny smidgen more. And I'm not using any concealer on the blemishes because the foundation has enough coverage to cover them, so I don't use any concealer ever on blemishes. I just use foundation. So the next product I'm going to be using is concealer. This is the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer, and this is my favourite concealer. I use the shade 325 Bisque, and this is probably up there in my all-time favourite concealers ever, like not just the Drugstore. I would buy this over Tape Shade, Decay. I think this is my favourite concealer ever. Full stop. End of story. I love her. Such a good coverage. So I'm just going to be popping this underneath the eyes, and I do like quite a highlighted under eye, so, and I've got a few dark circles as well, and I've got discoloration on the lids. So I'm just going to pop this here, a little bit on the forehead, a little bit down the nose here, and then I do put a little bit on the chin. So I put these in these areas for under the eyes to cover any darkness, and then I like to bring it down the centre to bring light to the face. Now if you want to use a sponge at this point you can. I'm going to use my brush to begin with, and I am still using the patting motion because it keeps the product in place. It's not going to move everything around, and I just find that it just works a lot better. And if you haven't tried it and you have got acne, then please give it a go, because I told my friend about this technique and she said she tried it and she was really happy. And it actually, like, because she was using a foundation which isn't necessarily the best coverage, but then she used this technique and she said that the coverage was a lot better. So even if you don't necessarily want a full coverage, but maybe you've got a foundation that isn't the best, you can still use this patting technique and it will just look flawless. So that's a concealer, really nice and brightening. Now I like to, like I say, have a bright under eye, so I'm going to be using the Coty Airspun translucent powder. I absolutely love this powder, I've used it for years, and I'm just going to take it on a fluffy brush underneath the eyes. The only thing with this powder is that it's super messy. So this is just going under the eyes at this stage. Okay, I put too much, so. I mean, if you want to put this all over, you certainly can. That's not a problem, but it just won't give you the coverage. So for a little bit more coverage in our powder, I'm going to take the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder foundation. I use the shade Medium Olive. Now Medium Olive in their No Filter powder is perfect for me. So I thought Medium Olive in this would be perfect, but it's not. It's a bit darker. So just bear with me today. We've got a darker foundation and a darker powder, but it's all good. So I'm just using a big brush, and again I'm gonna pat this into my skin. So none of this, I'm gonna pat it, and by patting it you're just gonna make sure that it's blended into every piece of foundation that is on the skin, and it's just gonna again give it that like pixelated blurred out effect. And I forgot I put concealer on my eyelids, so I am just gonna pop a little bit of powder on those as well. So that's where we're at the minute. So I'm looking at tintsy bit dry, so I'm just going to pop a little bit more of my setting spray on. Oh my god, look how white my neck is. Okay, we're going to look like this. Yeah, I'm just going to pop a bit more of that priming spray just to kind of set everything in place as well. Have some coffee. Cheers. So that's essentially the base done. Obviously I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup just quickly. If you are looking a little bit matte, then you can go ahead with and use a glowy powder. This is the Revolution Pro Skin Finish in Opalescent, which mine is 40 and it literally doesn't open. You need to get a tweezer. Any tweezer around here. Make yourself present. Make yourself known, sister. Okay, yeah, I literally have to put the tweezer in here to open it. It's really annoying. I'm just going to use the exact same powder brush and literally put this all over. And this is just going to give the skin a really nice healthy glow. You don't have to do this, but we have used quite a lot of mattifying products. So this is just going to give the kind of glow back into the skin, which I really like. This is only £5, so yeah, I really do recommend this. And then I'm just going to contour using the Maybelline City Bronzer. I'm keeping everything drugstore, so it's really easy to purchase and you can recreate this. And then I really want to use a glowy bronzer today, so I'll be using the NYX California Beaming Bronzer in the shade Golden State 4. And just because you do have acne doesn't mean you can't use shimmery products. Just go at it with a really light hand and just be careful like what products you're using and where. Bit of bronzer makes me feel so much better in myself, right? And then again, just give that a little brush over with the powder brush so it's not harsh. Now I'm going to use a matte blusher. Sometimes I use shimmery. I would say if you have a lot of acne like on your cheeks, then maybe go for a matte blusher because sometimes shimmer can enhance it. So today I'm using the Milani Tea Rose powder brush. This is lovely and it's quite a natural colour as well. Pop this on my cheeks and I do like to blend it back towards the ear as well. And then for highlighter, I have spoken about this highlighter so much. This is the Mega Destiny highlighter from Makeup Obsession, which is £3. 1, 2, 3. A bargain. Like, this is literally incredible and I highly, highly, highly recommend it. So I'm just going to be doing really small circular motions on my cheekbone here and then just taking it around in like a C shape. Just look at that glow for £3, like, hello. And then I like to put it at the very bridge of my nose and then just a tiny bit on the end. I don't typically like to go all the way down because it just doesn't suit me. And then I'll pop a little bit on the Cupid's bow, the chin, and I take a little bit just slightly above the eyebrows. And have you met me? I just do a second layer on the cheek because I really like the glow. Like, if you're in space, I want you to see me, girl. Just gonna dig it there. Now, I didn't bring a lip liner, did I? I didn't bring my lipstick. Damn. Lipstick, are you here? Oh, I did. Okay, I'm just going to quickly line my lips. This is Kylie Malibu. And for lipstick today, oops, I'll be using the L'Oreal Coloration Matte in 655 Copper Crush. This formula is amazing and they've got a good range of colours. I really, really recommend these and they're so affordable. So this is a really comfortable matte lipstick as well, it's still creamy. So this is pretty much the base done. However, I am just going to go and do my eyes, which I'll be doing in a separate video. But I just want to show you what this will look like if your whole makeup is done. But that is the base for now. But let me go do my eyes and then I will be straight back and show you what everything looks like. Hey guys, so I am back with my eyes done and I did pop a little bit of gloss on. This is the Colourpop Ultra Glossy in the shade Champagne Miami, just in case you're wondering. And this is the finished look. So you saw my skin earlier, certainly not perfect, but I actually feel like really nice in this makeup, and when I don't have makeup on I don't feel nice. And just like I said in the intro, it's all Drugstore, it's so affordable, you can create a flawless face even with bad skin, even with imperfections, and you can do it on a budget. So I'm going to zoom in and show you all my skin. I have done a look on the eyes at the moment, also Drugstore, so if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's completely free. Make sure you thumbs up this video if you liked it and if it helps, and I'm just going to give you a couple of zoomed in, and then that's all for now. So I will see you next time, and thank you so much for watching. Bye! So zoomed in, you can see like it's completely covered my forehead, completely covered the scar, and you can see a little bit of blemish here, and as you can see the highlighter does emphasise that. That's why I mentioned about Be careful where you place blusher if you're going to use a shimmery blusher. I don't care, I love highlights, so girl. And you know what, if you have spots, who cares? Everyone has spots. And you can see that side's covered really nice, and even with the highlighter over the area, it doesn't really enhance it too much, so